Oh, Colin. Are you too hot to lay in your bed? It's time to journal now. Hey guys, it's Beck and welcome back to my channel, Sassy Pigeon HQ. I'm just going to do a bit of a February plan with me in my Hobonichi cousin. No, it's not a cousin, I lie. It's an Avec because it comes in two. This is the first half of the year, January to June. And then I'll have another book exactly the same, but for July to December. So first I'll show you some stickers that I have made. I couldn't sort out the cut file and I couldn't be bothered at some point. I just kind of shut down. So I printed the stickers out. I've made them on Canva and then I just cut them out by hand. So rather than doing just February, I plan to kind of stick all of these in this video and then, yeah, go from there. So the ones I did make with February in mind, like Valentine's Day pinks and things, and this kind of little sticker, they are just a bit random, so they're not all going to be perfect. They're a bit, I just printed anything pink, so that's why there's like a jellyfish and other things, and you'll see in my planner itself. This is February, yes, that I made like a little love heart letter thing. My plan was to put something like this underneath it. I'm just testing out the stickers and the sizes really. At this point, I don't particularly have any intention to sell these stickers, although I have thought about selling the digital files. But that wouldn't necessarily have a cut file. It would just be like a PDF that you could print and then cut. And given that most of stickers for Hobonichis are rectangle, I think that should be okay. Let me know your thoughts. Making the size of them is the hardest part, I feel like, because you know, these are quite specific measurements and they're not in line with a traditional kind of metric, or what's traditional for me, a metric system. I just realised also that I made myself a drink and I've left that out in the kitchen and the kids are out there, so I'm not going to get it. So yeah, anyway, I got February in there, so let's go through and stick the rest of these in. I might not have super lots to say while I do this. Sometimes it's hard to think and plan at the same time. I just noticed that my phone's not on silent, so let me fix that. I'm also really sorry if my head gets in the way. I might try and zoom in a bit. This might make it a bit more fun for you guys. So when I made these, I just tried to think of like what's on at the time, or you know, what's the theme of that month, I suppose. And I found some really cute things on Canva. I am using the Pro version, so that's great because then you can just kind of pick and choose what you want. I'm assuming if I make digital stickers like this, I could sell them as digital stickers as long as I'm not selling the individual elements. But yeah, really happy with the size of these and how they're printed out. I always find it's a bit hard going from one software to another. You know, starting to make it in Canva and then taking it into Silhouette. This one is a little bit bigger than the others because I didn't have a box around it, so I didn't really know where to cut it, and I figured it didn't matter as long as the width was okay. That's not straight. Some of them are straight. I'll get better at it as time goes on, I'm sure. I'd love to know what kind of things you guys are planning. Oh, just occurred to me that all of these ones will actually be in my other book. So that's cool. Is there a July? Yes, there's a July in here, so that's cool, because I think in my other Avec for the second half of the year, I've already got some stickers planned ready for July, which won't match with this so cute little dinosaur. Because it's my birthday month in July. So that's fun. Well, maybe I'll just show you what these are, and I'll stick them in later. Do I stick them in now? I might do it later when I set up that journal. So I did 2 for November because I couldn't really decide on the vibe that I wanted. So I've got these 2 for November. October I thought was really cute. And August, I couldn't go past this duck with a coffee cup. I just thought that was too cute. So they were on a full sheet with my logo and things. I'll just zoom back out a bit now. With my logo and things on the sheet, but I've cut them all out. So, you know, if I was to sell them, they're kind of ready to go, but I don't know. Let me know if you're interested. I'm definitely, at this point, not going to be selling them as physical stickers because that's too hard. Especially because at the moment, like I work more hours. This week I'm on holiday, so that's why I'm able to make a little bit of content. But I'm working more hours these days, and you know, so that makes it a little bit harder to make content consistently. It just occurred to me that I have had a bit of a brain fart, and I've put circles on these days of the week, which I was planning to put across the top. But they're actually for the calendar. So they don't need a date dot. Oh well, I'm going to just do it anyway. How about that? In my last video, in my 2026 planner lineup video, I talked about planners I'm going to use for my family, and I've also been, because I'm doing dailies now, wow, that's really not straight. Ooh, came up a little bit, that's good. Because I'm doing dailies now, I've been doing a little bit more like photo printing and stuff like that, and I did toy with the idea for a little while of getting a selfie printer. I really like the selfie printer because it, yeah, that's the one I want, Tuesday. Because it prints with actual ink rather than being a thermal printer. I'm not at all interested in anything that's thermal. Same with friction pens and stuff. I'm not about that life. I do not want something that has the potential to disappear on me at some point, because I plan to hoard these journals for a very, very long time, and I don't want any of my information disappearing. So, and least of all photos, you know, fading or whatever. Oh, that's cute. Pretty happy with that. So I was looking at the selfie printer because that comes with ink cartridges. It's really expensive per print, especially if you want the prints that come on the adhesive paper, which is definitely what I would prefer. So I opted not to. And I'll just show you. This is the printer I have. Good old little Epson, and it does a really good job. So I've just been playing around with vinyl sticker paper, whether it's matte or glossy. I have both, rather than just the sticker paper like what this is. This finish to me is very similar to just like a copy paper, like a, you know, reflex style paper. Yeah, very similar to that. So I've been trying with the gloss and the matte instead. I feel like I'm missing Saturday. Oh, found it. Way over here. Just going to trim that off a little bit. So I've been playing around with just printing my own pictures, and that's going to come in handy a lot when I make the journals for my kids and my family, my husband, because I'm just going to print my own photos as I need them, in the sizes that I want them, at the time that I want them. Don't get me wrong, I love the idea still of a selfie printer. I think it would be so convenient and so fun, and just be able to print out a couple of photos at a time, because I ultimately would be printing... I keep doing it crooked. I ultimately would be printing about 4 prints on one page, I think, because they're because they will hold about 4, because they're a little bit bigger than a standard print like you'd get in a like a photo memo printer or FAVE memo. Can't remember what they're called. Anywho, so I also just printed out a little notes sticker. I didn't really know what I was going to want, so I thought I could do some notes section down the bottom, and I just going to zoom out so you can see the whole page again. I'm also being really lazy in terms of filming. By doing a video like this where I'm speaking, it makes it a lot easier for me to be able to put the content up rather than spending heaps of time editing. So hopefully that's working out okay for you guys. Another fun little update. I've actually recently ordered my first 2 fountain tip pens, and oh my gosh, I am so excited. I never really thought I'd be like a fountain pen girly, but I'm really keen to try them on this paper and just to see how well they write and if they feel juicy. This is my favorite juicy pen at the moment. It's an Energel something. The name of it has rubbed off. Pentel Energel 07, although I put a 05. I think it's a 05 nib in this one, and then this is a 1, I think. So this one's a chonky one. But these are quite juicy. But I have found lately that this pen, particularly if I use a pencil board like this under my paper, just so that it's not too lumpy with all the stickers I've got going on under there, it just cuts out a lot, and that's been driving me crazy. In my bullet journal, it was great. And it is great in my bullet journal, but for this journal, I'm finding it a little bit different. So I've ordered 2 different ones. Let me know if you'd be interested in seeing me unbox those and test them out. I've also got some ink from my best friend that she gave me for a gift a little while ago, and I haven't been able to use it yet because I don't have a compatible pen, but now I will have. So I'm very excited for those to rock up. Okay, anywho, these stickers on my page are marking in the birthdays. I won't put in the names of the people just yet. I also have, do I do some stickers? Why not? I need my Coffee Monsters Co. stickers. Where are they? Here. I love having all my stickers on these little rings. It makes it so easy. I've got a little like food sticker. I noticed the other day a lot of my Coffee Monsters Co. sheets are getting quite empty, so I think I'm going to do another order soon. So this one is dinner out. And then I've got a hair appointment on this day. So I've got some Fox and Cactus stickers, which are for hair, which means washing my own hair, but I'm just going to use one of these anyway. I'm going to use a happy one. Maybe I should go a bit closer. I've worked out, rather than bringing stickers to the lens, I can just zoom in so you guys can see the stickers, and then that saves the focus issue, because I have the camera set to manual focus, so this page stays in focus. Otherwise the camera tends to focus on the end of the pen. It hunts that down, and I hate that. So this way I don't have to worry about that. I'm assuming this would be at 9 AM. I will double check that later, but it's usually at 9 AM. So that should be fine. What else do I have on? I am only going to put this one cancel because it may or may not happen on this day. I'm just going to write in family adventure. Because I'm trying to put in a monthly day where we have a family adventure, whether it's a Friday night or a Saturday night, whichever, but just making sure that once a month we have a dedicated day where we as a family, I don't know, go and check out something new, go for like a walk somewhere that we haven't been to before, or yeah, just do something. It doesn't have to cost us a lot of money or anything. We just want to go and spend time together and be a bit more adventurous. Okay, on the 16th I have the physio. I don't really have a sticker dedicated for that. So I don't know if I need one. I could use Phoebe from Friends. She's a masseuse. Yeah, let's do that. Because my physio is also blonde and hilarious and gorgeous, so that works out well. And that will be at 5. Okay. Oh, and then the 19th I've got a doctor's appointment. Again, I don't think I have like doctor's stickers or medical stickers of any kind. But I just think stickers are so fun, so I'm quite happy. Oh, this is a new sampler I got, so maybe there's something on here I can use. Nope. Oh, these are so adorable. These are new ones. I think they're part of the subscription. So I've only just added these to my little loop, I guess I should say. I'm just going to use one of these little pencils. They're a bit cute. I also like I'm not a huge fan of the washi tape style stickers, although I do like that when you stick it down, it does look brighter than when it's on paper. So that one... Sorry. It looks just a tiny little bit more saturated on the paper when it's stuck down rather than not. Okay, so I've got doctors at, and I don't know what time that is off the top of my head, so I'm going to leave that. And then on the 28th, we've got a few things happening on the 28th, so I might even get a little bit of washi out for that. I might stick with the Coffee Monsters Co. because that's fun. So I keep my washi tape in these, in these little trays. The rice cracker trays. So good. Use it for everything. I think I might just go with this white happy one. I don't know what it's called, but it looks cute. So on this day, we have got birthday celebrations for one person in the family, and then I've also got fantasy football draft for another person, for my husband. So he's doing a fantasy football draft, and traditionally that means that he sets up on his phone or whatever in the lounge room, and I will bring him little snacks and treats and things. Where does that go up to? About the same height as this one. I'm just going to wide out these lines. I've been doing this a lot, I think, because I've already gone through one of these tape rollers and it's only February. Although, to be fair, it wasn't a fresh one when I started. Cute. Okay. And then I'm going to write in there, so there's a birthday trip this day. and fantasy football draft. Should have put that on the next line now, but that's fine. Okay. So that's what February is looking like for me right now. I'm so happy with these stickers. Oh, ruining one. So I think I'm going to leave that there for now. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed setting this up. I was going to do a weekly, but I have run out of time. I need to go and cook dinner before another engagement this evening. And so I'm going to stop. But thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you've had a good time. And I'll see you again next time. Bye.